Students, now we will see units and measurement. That is your first chapter of 11th standard. In this case, we have to discuss what is fundamental quantities and units, derived quantities and units. We will focus first on fundamental quantities. In physics, you have number of physical quantities. Fine. Few physical quantities which you can measure directly. That means for their measurement, they are not dependent on any other physical quantities. That physical quantity we termed as fundamental quantities. I repeat, physical quantities which do not depend upon any other physical quantity for their measurement we called as fundamental quantities. Means you can measure directly. For example, length you can measure directly, mass directly you can measure, time, temperature, electric current, luminous intensity and amount of substance. These are the 7 fundamental quantities. And units to measure such physical quantities we called as fundamental units. Units we called as fundamental units. This is a SI units. Unit of length is meter. Symbol we used M. Mass SI units kilogram. Symbol you are using kg. For time we have second. Symbol you are using S. Temperature SI unit is Kelvin. Symbol is K. Electric current SI unit is ampere. Symbol we use A. For luminous intensity candela. Symbol is CD. Amount of substance we have mole, and symbol also we use a mole. Okay. Now we have derived quantity. As the name itself indicate, derived. It is they are derived. From where they are derived? Measurement of such physical quantities depends upon fundamental quantities. Maybe one fundamental quantity or maybe more than one fundamental quantity. I repeat, this you can measure directly. They are not dependent on any other physical quantity for their measurement. But derived quantities, they are depend upon fundamental quantities for their measurements. For example, suppose speed. Speed is equals to we have distance upon time. Speed is distance upon time. So speed of any object you cannot measure directly. Suppose मैंने ball फेंक दिया, measure the speed. You cannot measure directly. You have to find first distance. How much distance is covered in how much time? If you know the distance covered, if you know the time, then only you can find the speed. Means speed is depends upon two fundamental quantities. One is distance and second is time. Remember students, distance is nothing but which fundamental quantity? It is a length. We use the different words. Sometimes we use distance, sometimes maybe displacement, maybe height. Fine. But all are basically length. Sometimes we can use the breadth, sometimes thickness, but all are fundamental quantity of length only. So I can say for speed is derived quantity, and unit of this derived quantity is called as a derived units. इसका unit क्या आएगा? Unit of distance means which physical quantity? Length. Unit of length is basically meter and time is second. So meter per second. Second example, suppose area. Area of rectangle you can say length into say breadth. Okay. So area of rectangle you cannot find directly. What you require? You require the length, you require the breadth, then multiply it, you will get the area. So area is a physical quantity which depends upon two fundamental quantities. Also this is single fundamental quantity. Both are basically part of length only. So this we called as a derived quantity, and unit of this area we call derived unit. How will get the unit? Unit of length is meter, unit of breadth is meter. So it is meter square. Okay. So in simple language, I can say fundamental quantities are those quantities which do not depend upon any other physical quantity for their measurement. They can measure directly. These are the 7 fundamental quantities and these are their units. Derived quantities are those quantities which are depends upon one or more fundamental quantities for their measurement, and the unit of derived quantity is called derived units. These are the example. There are number of derived quantities. Fine, students. Now next part, students, supplementary units. We have two supplementary units as such, plane angle and solid angle symbols we are using. Now what is plane angle? Let us see with diagram. Now suppose you can draw the circle, or you can take a small part of the circle. This we called as a arc of circle. And let us say here the angle is say d theta, that is plane angle. This is, we can say, arc, say A, B, or say O. This arc, say, is given by delta S. Fine. The distance of this arc is, say, delta S. And angle we have d theta. And say radius is equal to, say, R. Okay. Then plane angle is a ratio of, it is a ratio of arc of a circle, fine, arc of circle upon a radius. I repeat, students, plane angle is a ratio of arc of circle to its radius. Arc of circle means this distance, let us say delta S, and radius is equals to R. This is what we have, plane angle. And the unit of plane angle we have radian. Unit is radian. Shortcut you can use RA. Now solid angle. Okay. Now what is solid angle? This is how to think in 3 dimension. 3 dimension. Visualize 3 dimension. We'll take a small portion of a sphere. This is a small portion of sphere. Suppose complete sphere का small portion है. Let us say 3 dimensionally, something like this. You will get this angle is our solid angle. This is portion of a sphere. So we have to take this area of portion of surface of sphere. Okay, जितना area रहेगा उसका area लेना है. And this is again we have radius is equals to R. So same way, this angle, that is solid angle, is equal to the portion of surface area of a sphere. That area can be anything. Let us say area is equals to delta A. So this area delta A upon radius, that is equals to R. This is solid angle, and the unit of solid angle we called as steradian. Steradian. And symbol we use as R. Okay, students. Now, students, very important part of chapter. Frequently asked question based on this part, that is dimensions and dimension analysis. How to find the dimensions can be as per 1 mark, 2 mark, 3 mark, as well as 4 marks. Okay. So very important concept now. To find dimensions, we require fundamental quantities. That is frequently required length, mass, and time. Whenever you will see fundamental quantity length, use the symbol capital L. When you will see the fundamental quantity mass, use the symbol M, and for time, use symbol T. Put it in square bracket. We will write square bracket. This square bracket indicates we are writing dimensions. Dimension of length is L, dimension of mass is M, dimension of time is T. Mostly we require these 3. For current, sometimes we require current also. You can use the I. Current के लिए I use करेंगे. Length word can be anything. Sometimes we use the word distance, or in another language जिसका भी यूनिट मीटर है वो कौन सा फंडामेंटल क्वांटिटी है? लेंथ. डिस्टेंस फंडामेंटल क्वांटिटी लेंथ. डिस्प्लेसमेंट, हाइट, थिकनेस, ब्रेड्थ, all are basically length. Okay, and only these symbols are allowed. You cannot use any other symbols. Fine. We'll see example. Suppose first is speed. Speed formula distance upon time. To find dimension, first of all, you must know formula. Question me, find the dimension of speed. So speed is distance upon time is equal to. Now this which fundamental quantity? It is a length because unit of distance is meter. So distance के जगह क्या symbol use करोगे? L in square bracket. Nothing means you have to raise the power 1. Then time symbol used is T. T raised to 1. Whenever you are moving from denominator to numerator, we'll change the sign. Means you can write this way. L1, T1 ऊपर जाएगा तो T raised to -1. We'll write in 1 square bracket T raised to -1. Okay. This is what dimension of speed. So we can say dimension of speed is L raised to 1, T raised to -1. Now see students carefully, mass physical quantity is not there. In this formula, mass physical quantity is not there. But suppose if you want to write it, you can write, but raise the power by 0. Means you can write this way, L raised to 1, M raised to 0, T raised to -1. Means जो physical quantity नहीं है और वो तुम्हें लिखना है, then raise the power by 0 because anything raised to 0 is always 1. You can write any order, not necessary कि पहले L होना चाहिए फिर M होना चाहिए T होना. You can write first M, L1, T -1. If I want to write, you can write T, L1, M0. Order can be anything, but follow only one way. We are following the textbook order, that is L first, then M, then T. Okay. Now we'll go with another physical quantity, area of rectangle. Same area. Okay. Second, area. Area is length into breadth. Length into breadth. Now length, which physical quantity? L1. So L1 in square bracket. Breadth is again fundamental quantity. Length only, unit is meter. So this is also L1. So in one bracket we'll write L1. Base is same, addition of indices, simple concept. 1 plus 1, L2. So dimension of area is L2. 2 in length. M and T is not there. If I want to write, you can write, but raise the power by 0. Okay. Now third one, say volume. Formula for volume, we can say length into breadth into height. Fine. All are meter, meter, meter. Means all are basically fundamental quantity of length. So symbol is L1. Here it is symbol also L1. This is symbol also L1 square bracket. So L1, L1, L1. How much it is? L raised to 3. Okay. Fourth one, say density. First you must know the formula. Density is mass upon volume. Now mass. Which symbol we use for mass? M. M raised to 1 square bracket. Now volume. Volume already we did. So what is dimension of volume? Volume is L raised to 3. So volume is L raised to 3. We'll take denominator to numerator. So we can say L raised to -3. पहले हम L लिखेंगे. So L raised to -3. M raised to 1. T नहीं है तो you can write T. If I want to write, you can write T raised to 0. So L raised to -3, M raised to 1, T raised to 0. Fourth, suppose acceleration. Acceleration is equals to formula rate of change of velocity, or we can say change in velocity upon time. Change in velocity upon time. We have to focus only on physical quantity. कौन सा physical quantity? Velocity. So dimension of velocity, dimension of time. Velocity is derived quantity है, उसका dimension पहले ही निकाला होगा हमने कहीं पे. So velocity is nothing but this speed. Speed का dimension क्या है? L1 T -1. So L1 t minus 1, time dimension t1. This t1 will take here, you will get L1 t minus 1, ये ऊपर आएगा t minus 1. So together we can say L1 minus 1 minus 1 minus 2. M is not there. If I want to write, you can write, but no hard and fast rule के लिखना ही चाहिए. लिखोगे तो how will write? L raised to 1, M raised to 0, T raised to minus 2. After acceleration, suppose force formula, Newton's law, F is equal to ma, that is mass into acceleration. Okay. Now dimension of mass is m1. Dimension of acceleration. Acceleration already we did here. So dimension of acceleration we have L1 m0 t minus 2. We'll write together now in one bracket. How will write? L1 as it is m raised to 1, m raised to 0, m raised to 1, m raised to 0. So 0 plus 1 is 1, m raised to 1, t raised to minus 2. Remember students, you have to by heart the dimensions. Just we did the table, जैसे 2 का 3 का table by heart किया था वैसे. Because if you know the dimension of acceleration, then only you can write directly dimension of acceleration is this. Fine. Work is equals to, what is formula for work? Work is force into displacement. Work is force into displacement. Now dimension of force. What is dimension of force? We did here. So you need to by heart. Dimension of force we have L1 m1 t minus 2. Displacement. Which physical quantity? Fundamental length. So symbol is L1. If I write in one bracket L raised to 1, L raised to 1, it is L raised to 2, m1 t minus 2 as it is. Fine. 7. Suppose pressure. Pressure is equal to force upon area. I repeat students, formulas and basic dimension you have to by heart. जितने भी हमने यहाँ पे formula और dimension लेके पूरे by heart करना. Based on that we have numericals for dimensions. Force upon area. What is dimension of force? Dimension of force we have L1 m1 t minus 2. Area we did, that is L2 ऊपर आएगा तो कितना हो जाएगा अपना? This part we will keep as it is L1 m1 t minus 2. L2 I can say L raised to minus 2. Now in one bracket L raised to 1, L raised to minus 2. So 1 minus 2 minus 1. This part as it is, that is m1 t minus 2. So dimension of pressure is L minus 1, m raised to 1, t raised to minus 2. Then we'll see work, pressure, say power. What is formula for power? Power is work upon time. We define power is a rate of doing work. So power is work upon time. What is dimension of work? Work dimension L2 m1 t minus 2. L2 m1 t minus 2. Time is t1. So we can write in one bracket L2 as it is, m raised to 1 as it is. It t raised to t1 raised to 1 है, ऊपर आएगा तो t raised to minus 1. वो minus 1 और minus 2 कितना आ जाएगा? t raised to minus 3. Fine. We'll see few more. 9th one. Impulse. Impulse is force into time. Force dimension. Where is dimension of force we did? We did backside. Remember dimension of force we have L1 m1 t minus 2. Dimension of time t1. We'll write in one bracket L1 m1 t raised to minus 2 and this is t raised to 1. So minus 2 plus 1. We'll get t raised to minus 1. I repeat students, तुम्हें सारे डायमेंशन बाय हार्ट होने. अगर ये डायमेंशन नहीं मालूम है Suppose you do not know this dimension, then you have to calculate again. Force is equal to mass into acceleration, then acceleration change velocity upon time, then velocity is displacement upon time. So basic dimension has to be by heart. These are the basic things we are doing only. Momentum is mass into velocity. Okay, if I am standing here, that means no momentum, but I am moving, that means mass is moving with particular velocity. So momentum formula, mass into velocity. Mass dimension m raised to 1, velocity. As I said, you have to remember all dimensions. Velocity dimension L raised to 1, T raised to minus 1. In one bracket, if I write first is L, then M, then T. So L raised to 1, M raised to 1, T raised to minus 1. Now students, 11 number, charge. Charge is equals to formula current into time. Okay. Now current, which symbol we use? I. Current के लिए I1, time is T1. So we can say I1 T1. Fine. So there are number of physical quantities are there, and accordingly you have to find the dimensions. Whatever we did, these are the basic. So you have to remember all basic physical quantities. Okay. Thank you students.